jump to the... Oh,
Hey there everyone, welcome back to Cooking with Jib. I'm your boy Jib. Today we're making a recipe that I'm pretty sure everyone has had here before, chili. I'm not doing anything too drastic with it that, you might not have these ingredients around your house. It's about 10 o'clock, which is the optimal time to start making your chili. You really want your chili to naturally thicken, which means it's just gonna have to cook all day. Grab yourself a cup of coffee, let's get to it. First things first, we want to break down these onions, that way they're ready to go when we need them. Gonna go ahead and dice them down, nothing crazy. Ugh. Nothing like a good cry at like 10 in the morning. Ooh, why you hurt so good, onion? But really, I can't see. Now, find your garlic without cutting yourself. Oh man. Alright, there we go. Alright, so then we're just gonna break down the garlic. Normally, you might just kind of mince this or anything like that. I'm just gonna slice it up. I want that. I want the chunks of garlic in there. Also, why I have so much garlic. Besides the fact that I love garlic. Garlic is cut up. My onion is cut up. I'm officially done crying. I have my stock pot on a high heat. What we're gonna be doing is adding 1/4 cup of canola oil. And then we'll be browning off our 80/20 ground beef. It does not take long. Oil is in there for maybe a minute. And then we're just kind of doing bigger chunks. I'm not really trying to break it all up just yet. If you break up your beef too early, the meat itself is going to burn. It's going to get really dry. And then you're just going to have all this like gristle type of stuff. You want to start with bigger pieces. That way you can properly brown all the beef. And then from there you can kind of break it down, add more stuff, break it down, add liquid, break it down. I'll show you guys how to do it. So this is what I was talking about. It's been in there maybe a minute and a half. We're starting to get some color. It's not as dark as we would like it, but we have room for it to continue to get even darker without completely ruining all the beef. So it's been about another minute. I went and flipped all the beef over. And now while the backside goes ahead and gets some color, we're gonna go ahead and add all of our spices. Recipe down below, but it's salt, black pepper, cumin, some cinnamon, cayenne pepper, and of course, chili powder. You can see we still have some chunks of beef and we still have plenty of undercooked beef, and that's what we want. We have the spices in there. We're going to be letting this go for about 30 more seconds, and then we're going to add our onions and garlic. So now that the onion and garlic is in there, we're going to turn it down to like a medium heat. We really don't want to like necessarily burn the onions. We want those to just kind of slowly simmer in the beef fat and the oil and the spices and just get all translucent and tender. We'll come back in about 5 minutes and see where we're at. It took a minute to eat a banana because I haven't had breakfast. Garlicky banana is not really how I wanted to start my day. So the onions are pretty much ready, but before we move on to that, I actually want to show you guys what I mean when I say translucent onions. I think I say that a couple of times throughout some of the videos, and some of you might not know necessarily like what I'm talking about. So, isn't necessarily completely translucent, but it's definitely more. You can see that more of the cell walls and stuff are breaking down. It has like just this clear, glassy kind of look to it. That's what you want. And then the second thing I wanted to get to before we move on to adding everything else is sometimes you want your chili to be a little bit more hearty tasting, a little bit more richer and deep flavor. Two quick ways to kind of do that, but also like you might not think, is chocolate. Chocolate is awesome in chili. Go ahead and add a little bit of just like a dark chocolate to that. You're gonna get that flavor. What I like to do in a lot of my chilies is I'll just take some coffee grounds. So I'm not gonna take a lot, maybe about like a teaspoon, maybe 2 teaspoons. Just a little tip for you guys. Oh, but if you do add a coffee, you definitely want to get it in like right now. Coffee grounds tend to be a little bit more tough. You know, they soften up, but the longer that they're in there, the softer that they get. So what we're gonna do first is go ahead and add our tomato paste just to kind of get rid of the metallic taste on it. Now I'm just mixing the tomato paste in with the beef, just trying to kind of stir up a little bit of the stuff that's on the bottom of the pot, but then I also really want that tomato paste to just be mixed in, and I don't want it just clumpy. I turn the heat up back to like a medium-high heat just for a minute. We're adding lots of cold stuff. We don't want to drastically drop the temperature of everything in the pot. Going in with a cup of our Dortmunder lager. Now we're scraping the bottom with that alcohol, trying to kind of get up some of the stuff. Our beef stock. These are just canned kidney beans that are already soft and mushy, so I'm just gonna add them now. We're gonna wait till everything comes up to a boil. Once everything comes to a boil, we will reduce heat, we will simmer, and she's gonna sit like that for a few hours. So the longer you let this sit, the better it's gonna get. That's like the #1 rule with chili. Give it time. So I will check back in with you guys in a bit. 1 hour of just simmering on the stove. You can see it's still pretty loose. It's not too thick. It's definitely thickened up over the hour. But, I mean, if you could smell this, it's just, smell it, get a whiff, it's so good. Since I wasn't really making a giant pot of chili, we're gonna call it 2 hours. It's substantially thick with 2 C's. It's one of those days where you're just gonna come by, grab a little scoop, a little cup of chili, eat it, do whatever we gotta do for the day, some chores, maybe shoot some more videos, come back, get in their cup. It's one of those type of deals. Let me bring you on over. So as you can see, you know, you got your beans, you got your meat, and this is why we didn't. I like my meat to have some lumps and chunks in it, you know, kind of like me. That's why we didn't break it up right away. You got your beans, you got your onion. You don't really need much else besides that. If you want it spicier, add more spice. If you want it saltier, add more salt. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, I greatly appreciate it. Make sure you drop a like, comment, subscribe. As always, we have a new Beautiful Boys video that will be coming out relatively soon, and hopefully I have a couple of other cooking videos that are going to come out in tandem with this one. So, as always, I'm your boy Jib. Kiss and don't last. Cook and do. Peace. Thanks for watching.